Record on computer. Okay. 7K Vegas highlights. Wow, what a powerful 4 or 5 days, some of us a week. But a lot of things happened there. Of course, it was a full 3 days plus. But here are the highlights as I see them, and then we'll have a Q&A after and maybe get other opinions and other views. But some of the most outstanding things that I see are the continuing new Miles Standish series coins that are exclusive to 7K. And we're learning more and more about what this exclusivity means and how we need to communicate that to potential few new members and members that are already here that don't even realize what they have in their hands. And so we have the new Abraham Lincoln series that was actually launched. We actually had a coin drop. I actually bought a coin there, and we could pick it up. We didn't even have it delivered. The new Tom Holman Thread of Light coming soon. 14 more gold notes in another series of the Tom Holman gold notes, and there's going to be a lot more on that coming. And so I'm not going to spend a little bit of time on that, but there's tons of information that I know that Todd Collins is going to be revealing a lot to his team. We were in his suite. Tom Holman was there, showed us some amazing things, an amazing app. Oh, I mean, it was, you know, when you're there, you not only have the convention, you got sidebar meetings and times to have meet and greet with other leaders and other members of the 7K corporate team and their partners. And those of you that take advantage of that are the ones that really, you know, seeing what's going to happen tomorrow and the next day and the year after that and the years to come. So hold on to our, as we say, our horses. You're going to see a lot coming. You'll see it coming in 7K, but you'll see it coming about the Tom Holman Thread of Light series that's coming. But they did announce the other new Miles Standish series, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. I don't know how many of you have visited the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. I have, and that entire series. I'm talking about just, you know, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the World War II, World War I. We have that series, to me, is going to be one of the most phenomenal series yet to come. And we've already seen what his first Liberty series has done, but this series, I think, is going to, you know, and it's coming. So again, 7ktoday.com, and we need to make sure that all of our people know, and we start using that tool. 7K, it's a public website. Then we have also our the Black Panther series. That 5-ouncer was dropped. Now there's only 888 of these, and it was complete. You know, we didn't even get. We got one, thank goodness. But my wife and I, we were trying to get our couple because we all know how valuable those coins are. And to just give you an example, if one would have got one of those 5-ounce Black Panther coins, they could have put it right back up to sell on Stack and Sell and paid for their entire convention trip, just about. That's amazing. And so it's worthwhile attending these things, okay? Just for that one reason alone. Then that other Miles Standish Arizona coin from the continuing series of the sunken Arizona in Pearl Harbor, the Pearl Harbor series, that 2-ounce coin was dropped, and they announced the fact that the 5-ounce is soon to follow behind it, and that'll be limited only to, you know, the actual number of deaths on the Arizona commemorating their lives. If I remember correctly, it was 1,177. But this 2-ouncer was 1941, so it was 1,941. These kind of things are things that we need to learn about our coins, and when we're talking about other people and demonstrating, it's more than just, it's not another network marketing company. This is something that's how we can accumulate wealth, where we can store and protect our wealth and gain wealth at the same time. And if you want to pursue a residual income, I mean, even if it's just $500 a week, hey, it's well worth it. And it's, you know, give it a try. I don't care how many times you failed at network marketing in the past. I don't care how many times you got wrapped up in some MLM scam. Well, I'm going to just use the word MLM scam, because many of them are like that. They are started up to go out of business, and there's a big difference. They all fail within that first 3 years. Here, we're 5.5 years. We got a solid footing. We got credentials that no other network marketing company in history has had after 5 years. Those things are going to be more and more pronounced as time go by. Look, they announced, the 7K Spanish website will be completed hopefully by the end of middle of May, and that's only a few more days away if they keep to their schedule. But that's where the entire website will be in Spanish. Okay, and that goes a long way, because they're going to launch Mexico by the end of May. And so anybody that has been waiting for that, here it is. It's right upon us. Hopefully some of us have already been doing some pre-launching, getting people. I forgot to put my phone on silent. But hopefully some have been pre-launching and getting some people in the US that are Spanish speaking, letting them learn the system, learn the benefits, learn about how it can change people's lives. It doesn't matter what income levels they at, because this is the only place that people can buy fractional gold and silver. They can actually own and accumulate gold and silver for the first time in their lives at dealer cost. Oh, and a little bit more coming on that in these announcements that came out in the convention at 7K. But let me go to the big one here, our Sound Money wallet. Now, it's really big, the things that are happening. Number one, we all know that it is free to 7K members, both $199 members and $499 members. However, for non-members, and yes, non-members can get a Sound Money wallet, but it's going to be $9.95 a month. Okay, you just multiply it out, $9.95 a month. That's $120, and all they get is a Sound Money wallet. Okay, and they can't get income, they can't get anything else, but it's going to make it pliable for us to open up globally around the world. And that's a neat thing. So a lot of people will be able to have Sound Money wallet. Okay. Now, the other thing is you'll have an option, and this is the part that makes it huge and big. You'll have an option for another generic bullion and silver asset class, meaning like it's either going to be in generic rounds or generic bars. So in addition to purchasing the American Eagle Gold and silver 1 ounce coin in the Sound Money wallet anytime, you'll be able to buy another form more closely with a lower premium, like a bar or a round, so you don't have to pay so much premium if a person's just interested in silver and storing it, okay? And storing their wealth in a protected place. That is so powerful right there, that they're bringing in that other asset class. And that's what I was talking about. And next, they're bringing in credit card purchases in the Sound Money wallet. People have been asking. Well, it takes a long time for this to happen. And it finally got approved. So now you'll be able to have credit card purchases in the Sound Money wallet. So you can make your purchases with your credit card instead of, having to wait until you can transfer some cash in and then buy something and then store it. You'll be able to make credit card purchases. And this is going to be big for us, especially for international expansion. And as we go through international expansion. Now, the next and the great big announcement, and this is a huge, and that's why I put it in bold. You will have a silver and gold debit card. So you can store your money in silver and gold in your Sound Money wallet, and you can have a card that you can buy things with. Now, of course, there's going to be a transaction fee for that, just like if you were selling your silver and gold back to 7K at the highest buyback price. But this is all choice. Now, this is big for a lot of people. And this is going to be big for you who want to build a business, because you're going to be talking about bigger players now into this marketplace. Because, see, people are more concerned about their money disappearing overnight than they are worried about transaction fees, okay? And so, you got $100,000 in the bank, and then all of a sudden the bank shuts, you got nothing. It's just like stocks going bankrupt. Well, you got $100,000 in gold and silver. It's $100,000 in gold and silver. It don't go bankrupt, because especially in our private vault and the way 7K is put together in Sound Money, it's got to be there physically. It's not a piece of paper. They got to have the actual ounces in there. That's the difference between having $100,000 in the bank, a fractional banking system, versus having real money in a bank. Okay, well, it's in a vault, so we can't say we're a bank. Okay, now the other thing, and we saw glimpses of it, and you can go and see them yourself now because they're already loaded. I'm going to show you how tonight. You can go and your wealth strategy presentation. It will be redone as a whole presentation again, but it's broken in different peak interest links in different segments, and you can go to your 7K app, 7K Systems app, and then go into peak, and you can go into present and follow up, and you can then take you and just slide that when that like a little part of that, like assets. They got one on assets and liabilities, and just slide that to the crowd, and you see when you slide that little bar to the left, you can click on review and you can watch everything yourself. You don't have to send it to yourself or anything like that. You can preview everything on there. And if you've ever watched my trainings on how to install a 7K Systems app or do the app, you'll see I've shown you how to do that. Well, it's broken down into short peak videos, and they've added other peak videos and other follow-up videos. So we've got many more tools. The tools are getting better, as they said that they were doing as we went into our new $199 and $499 membership models, and they're still rolling that out. It is not complete. They still don't have all that up and running yet, but it will be. So patience. Patience is a virtue. Patience brings prosperity too, by the way. Now, other great news. another convention, and it's going to be in New Orleans, May 10th and 14th, and you can reserve your ticket right now, $25. Get that. I don't think you have to use the code anymore. I do use this as a, but just in case you do. But you can go to your dashboard, you'll see, and you can reserve your ticket and get your advance full ticket at a discount right now. I forgot the time limit they put on it, but there is a time limit. Then they're going to do just like they'll start upcharging that ticket. So you want to be there. You want to have 10 on your left and 10 on your right. They're right there with you. Everybody at the event will tell you that. And they announced the Dominican Republic getaway February 4th through 9th. And again, you can reserve your ticket for $25 on your dashboard. That replaces the Cancun trip that we had this past beginning of this year. And we're not going to Cancun, going to the Dominican Republic. So that gives a quick brief rundown on the highlights. The other thing was at our gala convention, at our gala, and then they announced the top earners in different categories. And I apologize, I have not been able to collect the associates, the top 5 associates. Anybody have those, please send them to me. But I did get the top 5 copper. Now these are top 5 copper earners in 7K. And Dennis DeCock, Woodrow Venable Jr. Now, for those of you that don't know, Woodrow Venable is one of those first 2 that I sponsored on my left, older than me, okay? And Woodrow, he and I, we're all surprised about this, but he's been right there, number 2 earner. And Holly Wagner, Jay Lee, and Jane Narimatz. Okay, I'm not really good at names either myself. So the top 5 bronze earners, and Bruce Harris, Richie Ortego, Tracy Schwind, and Ben Russ, and Gina Cameron Jones. Now, everybody's heard. Now, this is the parts that I want you to remember, is everybody's heard Bruce Harris. That's the Idaho potato truck driver. He's the man that got in, and I'm placed down below him. And my entire group is down below him, and it's on. But he was a bronze now, and the top 5 bronze are, that's $2,000 a week, everyone, from an Idaho potato truck driver who quit his job just 18 months after he got into 7K because he was already making more as a copper than he was as an Idaho potato truck driver. And now his life has changed. And if you heard his story at convention, he's spending time at the country club. Now, Bruce can be making more money, and he will eventually, but he's enjoying life the 7K style, powered by silver and gold. Those of you that's just got in, you can do the same thing. It's how hard do you want it? Are you willing to have the patience? Are you willing to put in 2 years to learn how, skills, attitudes, and technique? Are you willing to watch a video once a day, 5 days out of 7 days in a week? Are you willing to buy your coin every month? Are you willing not to have these crazy questions? Well, I can buy it cheaper here. Are you willing not to be an expert of what you know nothing about until you learn? See, that's the key questions. Only you can knock yourself out of this opportunity. The person in the mirror that you look at every morning. Top 5 silvers, that's $3,500 a week. And that's Diane and Brad Graver. Now, Diane made a fabulous, y'all hear me talk about Diane. She's one of the great leader teachers in this business. Jim McClellan is our man in Hawaii. the guy that was just buying a coin for a year, really just tried to spread the seed, didn't do well until a year later, a guy by the name of Gary Goslin came to him and said, hey, you know, we're interested in silver. You still doing that 7K? Tell me about it. Who do we talk to? He puts him in touch with George. George enrolls them for Jim. And then George puts me in touch with Gary, and we kicked off and opened up Hawaii, and Jim McClellan in just a year's time become the #2 earner as a silver in this company. Now, Colleen Lee has been a silver for many years. She's been in it from almost the get-go. Colleen is a silver on Diane's right side. Karla Stelly's in our business. Y'all know Karla, that's Brooke's mom. Yeah, that was the first person that Karla sponsored. Yeah, that the Brooke sponsored on her right side. Now, Brooke is our person that graduated from high school, became our youngest goal in the company before Joey Zerniak. And here she chose to do 7K instead of go to college. And here she is now in less than 2 years. And she's earning more than what she would have got if she'd have went through 4 years in college. And she also is accumulating wealth. She is teaching, growing, and helping others do the same. That is her mom. Now, the top 5 goals in the company. Well, I'm happy to announce the 3 of those in my group. And you know, I hadn't checked out Rebecca. She may be in there too. I hadn't checked it out yet. I hadn't checked out a lot of these names yet. I don't know how many are in our group, but I know we got a lot of them in all these top 5s. But that's the top 5 earning goals in the company. And when George's name went up there and Pamela's name went up there, I knew my name was going to go up there. Then because I remember Joshua asked, "What you're on the way up? How'd you know your name was going to go?" Well, I knew if their name was on, I made more money than them, so my name had to come up there somewhere. And so here's the top 5 executive goals in our company. And you know, Wayne Clark, y'all know Wayne Clark is our first one. He's in our group, and Amanda Taroni, she's also in our group, part of the PSI team. And so we got 2 of the top 5 executive goals in our group. And look, that's the top 5 earning executive goal. Now, an executive goal can earn up to 10,000. You say, but then you got the top 3 presidential goals. And I'm happy to report all 3 of them are in our group. Fabulous, great people. Todd Collins, Andrea Usick, and Phil Godlewski, the PSI team and the leaders of the PSI team, and all of those do it. And then this is the top 5 overall earners. So see, you can earn more money even if you don't have the rank, but eventually I won't be here. And I've been telling everybody that for a long time, because you see these people right here, they're going to overtake me, and that's a good thing. I like that. That's what I've been working hard for, is to see other people. And so, you know, what's really great about this, I see 3 of our team in this top 5 group. And that is a humbling experience. And I want to see many more of you on top of that leaderboard at this next convention, because I dare say my name's not going to be up there next year because it's going to be replaced by all of you out there. And since I talked about income, I will have to do this again. Unfortunately, I did talk about income, gave you know, we got to go to the income disclosure, and that's how I've got to end every time I talk about income. And anytime we do or give examples of income, we got to encourage people to read our income disclosure statement of 7K. And we do want them to read it. We do want them to know that just about everybody makes money with 7K. And then what is the risk of loss? You're buying a product of value. You're learning about silver and gold, which you've never been taught about on purpose. And you're being provided a plan B income, and you're being provided a way to help store up a better retirement, a better future, and a legacy income for those who are willing to work for it and want to learn how to do it and then do it. That's what we have. And that's the powerful thing about what we provide to everyone. And I hope to see every one of you at the New Orleans convention.